Yes.
It's Magic Day in Sneedletown, and everybody's got bright eyes. Don't you want to dance the dance of the Sneedles tonight? There you go. It's a song.
Oh, I like it.
Song. Mm-hmm.
It's the Sneedle?
Sneedles. Yeah, the Sneedles, they're a colony that lives in the southern part of North Antarctica, which is a very unique place because northern lights come out there all the time. They're always out, and the Sneedles, they fly kites in the northern lights, which they have special kites that they use, and then the kites will get really high, and then they'll reflect the northern lights, and then sometimes they'll kind of, dance with them in a way.
Do they also capture the northern lights?
Some of the most experienced Sneedle kite flyers do that, have that ability, but it takes a while to get there.
I see.
The elder Sneedles sometimes,
yes.
It's actually not even. It's more of like a legend that you can capture the northern lights.
So it's like one every
possible, but
12 generations.
Exactly.
I see.
It's like, people forget about it, and they're like, no, there was that guy who did it, and they're like, well, that was a long time ago.
Is it just a story?
Yeah, was it just a story? We don't know now. So those are the Sneedle people.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit of an anthropologist as far as that goes.
Yeah, dude, that's very interesting. I had no idea. I didn't even know about this particular
You didn't know about them, huh?
type of people.
Yeah, well, there's the Sneedles. There's the snake-eyed wonkos that live very close, like just west of there. The snake-eyed wonkos have a cave.
Really?
Where they came from, yeah.
Anthropology is amazing. I
Isn't
had
it?
no idea.
I know. It's fun. It's a fun hobby that I do.
Yeah. Do you go there often? Do you visit?
Well, you gotta take a sled dog there. You gotta do the whole sled
Just
dog
one
thing. No, you got a team of sled dogs. A sled, one sled dog team.
I see.
And it's hard, and National Geographic goes there sometimes, but I've never been. I'd love to go at some point. I think what's his name, Elon Musk, is talking about some kind of like a rocket that could go there, because it's hard to get there because there's like a weird force field around it.
I see. Yeah,
that's part of what the Sneedle people they are. They're like energy. They're kind of like energy transference clans.
So what's the other
snake-eyed
the snake-eyed
Wescolites? The snake-eyed I forget I might have said it wrong the first time, but it's the snake-eyed wands. Yeah, the one snares.
The snake-eyed wonsnons. Okay.
Yeah, the wonsnons. Exactly. So fat people.
But so we have energy and we have the snake-eyed wonsnons. What are the snake-eyed wonsnons?
The snake-eyed wonsnons, they live in a cave, and they're basically like a biker gang. But they don't have motorcycles. Instead of motorcycles, they
ride angry, like one-toothed?
They ride beasts. Some of them ride beasts.
Yes. One tooth?
The Maladongs.
Oh, nice. Those are sweet. I actually know about those.
You know about the Maladongs? Yeah. Those are, yeah. There's been various YouTube videos about those.
Yeah.
But no, they ride on actually these bicycle type machines they make out of the bones of their deceased ancestors. So basically, once you have enough family members that die, you can make somebody will come to your house and be like, hey, you had enough family members die. Here's the manual to make the machine. And then you take all the bones from your ancestors, and then you make your bicycle. I don't know what that's called. I don't remember the name of what that's called.
It sounds very exotic and also encouraging of murder.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. That's true. I didn't really think about that. I don't know if they have either, but
obviously not if they're doing it. Maybe they're just very peaceful people.
Yeah.
Except for they're a biker game, so maybe
they
not.
need each other. Well, yeah. They're a peaceful biker gang that rides on the bones of their deceased ancestors.
I see.
It's fucking crazy, man. It's crazy.
Powered by Mustang dongs.
Yeah.
Mostel dongs.
Mostel dongs, dude. the one-tooth Mostel dong. The one fang. The single fang Mostel dong.
But it's big, right? I mean, it's like...
Oh, yeah, dude. You got to ride on it.
No, I mean the tooth.
Oh, the tooth is big. Yeah.
It's like a fucking door, right?
Mm-hmm. It is sharp. A door. It opens up. It opens up in the mouth. That's how they eat. and then it flips
They
back
just
down.
scoop it in with that tooth.
And
Yeah.
then they use the tooth, and it's
It's more like a broom than a
kind of,
than a
It's
tooth,
kind of like
really.
the plane wings on a aircraft carrier when where the plane wings
Oh,
like, go
yeah,
up
yeah,
like
yeah.
that and down.
Or Marty McFly's vehicle.
Yes,
I know, brain.
the fans are screaming it out right now. They're like, a McLaren? No, it
Nope,
It's
not even close.
It's kind of like that though. It's a similar kind of name.
Wow, we'll
We
figure
should
it.
really know that.
We definitely should. We'll figure it
Yeah.
out before the end of this. I'm sure.
Fuck is that?
The DeLorean.
DeLorean.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't have got that.
It's the
I haven't thought about that in a while.
I love that saga.
I love that saga too. It's
I don't know. The third one's not so great, but
the cowboy one.
I also only seen it once, and I can't really remember much.
The cowboy one, I think, is definitively the worst one. I think everybody kind of agrees.
There
on
probably
that.
would have been a fourth and a fifth if there wasn't a third.
Yeah. Well, cowboys were. That was a time, an era where, when you did a third movie, what's that called? Not a sequel, but a triple. It was basically.
I think that's the technical term. Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically like you had to do a cowboy theme. Like if you did the third one, it's
Like
this
zombies
one
have
has to-
now.
Yeah,
Zombies are the thing now.
right, exactly. Back then it was like I think the Ninja Turtles did a cowboy one, and
Did they?
yeah, there was a cowboy Ninja Turtles.
Like the movie?
Yeah,
Like with real people with the suits, and they were all
the one
squishy
where the
suits?
first one was good, and the second one had Bebop and Rocksteady. That one was pretty good too. And then the third one, I think they were cowboys.
Are you
Maybe
t-
they went back in time.
They
to
went
China.
back in time to China, yeah.
Maybe the fourth one they went to Cowboyville.
There was 4.
I think so, dude. Yeah, I'm surprised the Leprechaun has never went to
Yeah, that's
Cowboyville.
true. It's definitely a weird one.
Do you like the Leprechaun?
No.
The Leprechaun. When me and Liana first started dating, it was around Halloween, and one day we watched like a ton of scary movies, just hanging
Yes.
out, And we watched the first Leprechaun, and I was stoked about it because I've watched like all the Leprechauns growing up. They're just fun to watch because they're so stupid.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever saw the first one.
It's like the original It.
Yeah, kind of. And then, but Jennifer Aniston is in the first one.
What? Oh, really? I bet she's looking
Young Jennifer Aniston. Hmm.
Wow. Now she's
Yeah.
like 54.
She's 54 and she looks
I don't
like
even
about
know,
the same.
but I'm sure it's somewhere around there.
She's old.
Oh, yeah, she looks about the same. My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Good for Jen. The Leprechaun. There's Leprechaun in the Hood. That one's great.
Yeah.
Leprechaun in Outer Space.
What?
Yeah, he goes to outer space.
Is there a colony?
Some other ones. I think he goes to the International Space Station.
And he just kills the 4 people
Yeah.
that live there?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I don't-
Is it a
there's
killing
more than
movie?
4.
I don't even know. Or they just steal stuff?
It's like he's looking for his gold all the time. He's always looking for his gold. And like somebody let him out of a fucking box or something, and then so now he's free and he's looking for his gold, and there's magic kind of involved, and he does a lot of leprechaun trickery, like what's it like, making a bunch of like, how there's that story about the leprechaun and he puts a bunch of belts on all the trees.
Belts?
Yeah, dude. Like, there's a story about an old leprechaun tale.
You sound very
Where
excited about
like,
it.
well, I'm just thinking about it. It's like, he has never heard this story. It's really stupid. It might just be a story some idiot told me. But it's like, there's a story about a leprechaun, and the leprechaun has the treasure, and then the dude finds the treasure, and he's like, I'll put my belt around the tree to mark where the treasure is. And then the leprechaun uses leprechaun magic and puts like belts on all the trees. Yeah, so tricks like that, dude.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, in Leprechaun in the Hood, he does a rap. He raps, so that's kind of a leprechaun trick, and he distracts people. Mainly, though, what he does...
The Turtles rap, too.
The Turtles rap. That's true, with Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, that's fucking sweet.
Go Turtles,
That's
go
actually a
Turtles,
pretty good
go.
song,
It
too.
is a great song.
Yeah.
We should play it right now.
Yeah.
You should play it.
It's like, go ninja, go ninja,
Oh,
go.
yeah, I was saying
Go
Turtles,
ninja,
damn.
go ninja.
Actually, sounds pretty good.
That's a pretty cool song, dude.
But I'm pretty sure they just say that over and over.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I have something else I wanted to tell you about leprechauns.
I'm sorry. I got excited. Belts on trees.
Belts on trees. Oh, the main thing that the Leprechaun movie does is he does funny puns and like little like, oh, it looks like you've been I'm so bad at thinking of puns when I have to. What do
Do you have anything to write with?
Sure. Oh yeah, sure.
I need to take notes on what you're speaking of because it's so
intriguing.
Exactly.
Here's a pen.
That is a pen.
And then here's also a paper. Here, this is a good paper you can use. There you go.
Okay. So
write notes. You need something to write on too?
No, this is good.
All right.
This is gonna be one word of things.
Leprechauns. But what would be a fun thing that the leprechaun would say? Like, oh, I guess he was dying to... That's more actually Tales from the Crypt. Kind of says stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
He was dying to get in. But the leprechaun would say something more like, shit. It's more like whimsical. Like,
was he falling for something? Somebody tripped down his flight of stairs or something?
Yeah, but the leprechaun, I guess, maybe doesn't really do puns. His thing is more like he does little rhymes, maybe. Like,
he's a rapper.
Like he'll be like, a dime in the barrel is a dime in the eye, and then the guy's eye will be falling out. Or something like that. And that's not a real saying, but something like that. And his sayings aren't real either. So fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll say kind of funny little things that seem like a leprechaun would say. Anyways, we'll watch it. It'll be a lot of fun. You'll love it, I'm sure, as much as Liana did.
Does that mean she liked it a lot?
No, she didn't like it.
Yeah.
She didn't like it.
I think I've seen the first one.
First one's no good.
But actually, so it reminds me of Gremlins. Another nice one.
Gremlins cool. No. The first one's...
Those are the ones that just keep duplicating, right?
Yeah, the first one, it's like a Christmas movie. And then the second one, it's the second one I'm more familiar with. Because that one I remember when I was a kid.
I don't really remember
Gizmo.
any of it. Oh, maybe that's the one I've seen.
Gizmo, and he gets him from the Chinese man's
shop.
That's
the one I've seen, yeah. I'm not a movie guy, so it never really stuck to me. Yeah. However, I did just think of something I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember what it is now.
Should have written it down, dude.
I should have. Yeah, I have this piece of paper over here.
Written it down. I could talk about the leprechaun all day, so you better come up with something to talk about.
Your mustache.
Oh, sure.
I think we talked about mustaches previously.
Sure. Okay.
And now you have one.
I have a mustache now, and it's okay. I recently got my picture taken for my driver's license with it, and I'm pretty afraid of what that's going to look like, because when they showed it to me at the driver's license place, it was pretty bad. But that's okay. The main thing I'm worried about is that I will look like a total idiot. Not really about them, because the idea for the mustache and my driver's license,
and I don't really understand why.
Yeah, they're horrible. It's a horrible, stupid look. but I feel like
you're rocking it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna go with it for a minute. And
the purpose behind it was for the driver's license.
There was no purpose, but then I realized that I'm getting my driver's license picture, and then I thought, well, if I have a mustache, then the cops will see it and they'll be like, "Oh, this guy's like one of us. He's like a man." He probably has man things to do. So that's kind of what was in my head when they were taking my picture. I don't think I've
seen a police officer with a mustache since
they don't really have them anymore. Yeah. I know they don't really have them. I didn't think about that for one.
The only people who should really have them is firefighters, because that's all they're allowed to have.
Yeah, they can't have beards because they'll get on fire.
Yeah, well, maybe, but I think the mask that they wear, the mustache is the only thing that doesn't get in the way. So they have to be clean shaven.
Sure.
Otherwise,
yeah, that's kind of cool.
And also people with those twisty handlebar mustache. Or no, not the handlebar mustache, but the ones that go like twisties.
Yeah, the barber, John the Barber in Sutton's Bay used to have one of those.
Yeah, there's also a bartender somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember where, though.
Hey, bartender.
But he looks like he's one of the only people I know that can pull that shit off.
Yeah.
And not be 300 pounds,
Yeah.
He looks good.
Yeah.
With a twisty.
Do you think it's better if you're the larger person to have a twisty mustache?
No, I just always associate that with, I think, Peter Pan, the dad in Peter Pan.
The dad in Peter Pan, or the Captain Hook had?
Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. I told you, not a movie guy. Detail recall's not my strong suit.
Yeah, Hook had a curly mustache.
Yes, correct.
Hook was kind of a weird guy. He seemed. Peter Pan, the whole thing's kind of odd.
It is weird. You know the original story behind Peter Pan, right?
No, I don't.
the original story, Peter Pan's not a fun character. He comes and he steals like children out
makes
in
more
the night.
sense. Yeah.
And he like takes them to some dungeon somewhere. I don't know if I'm accurate with this, but it's a dark Peter Pan is a dark character.
Yeah.
And Disney lightened it, which is probably not so bad.
Yeah.
Because it's more exciting this way.
Yeah.
Because I want to go to Neverland and fly and never grow
cool.
up.
Yeah, never. But there was always, you tell there's always either in Hook or in the cartoon Peter Pan or in that one where the ladies plays Peter Pan. It's always kind of weird. Like there's always kind of like an ominous like, all right, so the children are all going off out the window to some magic world, and then their parents are like worried about them while they're gone. They're like, "Where'd our kids go?"
I know it is a little weird. Yeah.
And it's like, and they go there, and then they never have to grow up, and then it's odd. It's just an odd thing. Pinocchio's kind of like that too. It's like this is weird, and that weird island they go to where he turns into a donkey. Remember Pinocchio? Sorry, I just keep saying you're not a movie guy, but.
I remember pieces of Pinocchio. I remember they get swallowed. He and Geppetto get swallowed by the whale.
And they go to the weird island and turns into a donkey boy.
That seems familiar, but it's not. There's not a large, vivid memory. It's just kind of familiar.
I haven't watched it in forever either, but I always think about that, and it's scary. He's writing more down in his notes. What could it be?
Just you wait.
Yes. So what's new, Nick?
Bought a pop-up camper.
Oh yeah, dude. So where are you gonna take that? Like, where's your first adventure?
I think probably to visit the Sneedle people.
Yeah, dude. Sweet. Well, that's
I don't know. I'm not sure about the Washno people.
You don't want to go there because then you'll have to take the horseback or whatever I said. The dog sled. I think actually you got to take the dog sled to both of them. There's always hot air balloons though, so maybe you can charter a hot air balloon and you can take your trailer there. But it's like a pop-up trailer, but it pops up like every way, right? I should have went and looked at it when I was over there the other day.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So it's from 1976. 1976, and it's in crazy good condition for its age. I'm very impressed. I wouldn't really have bought it. I wouldn't have really looked into it if Marianne hadn't kind of encouraged it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I went and looked because it's in very good shape.
Yeah.
We did, however, put a new coat of paint in on the cupboards and some things and did some other things. But it's got new hardwood floors. So new coat of paint, hardwood floors. We upholstered the bench seats and the backrests, which also can double as beds. She wants to reupholster the bed, like the mattress part of the bed.
Yeah.
Because it's just a big foam cushion, but
yeah,
I think we just like wrapped a fitted sheet around it. It'd be fine, but I don't think I have the final say in it anyway. But yeah, it's a hard side. So like you have this thing in the back and like well, I don't know, by the license plate, and it's just a crank, and it's a hand crank, and you got to use both your arms, and you go like this.
Yeah.
And it cranks up it's like hand over hand, and it cranks up the roof.
Yeah.
And then the kind of walls kind of go sort of with it, and then once you get to a certain height, you got to push the walls up by hand, and then you got to go inside, lock them in position, and then pull the ends out, pull up this. It's all hard wall side. It's not canvas.
Yeah.
So you just crank up, and then poof, it's there.
Yeah, this all
it takes a little bit of work,
in on
but
itself.
It's super cool.
It's interesting. I don't know if I've really like seen one like that from the inside, or like noticed it and seen it like pop up and understood how it works. That's pretty cool. And you can pull it behind either one of your cars.
Just mine.
Just yours.
Yeah. Marianne's too little.
Really?
Which is surprising. Yeah.
Yeah, that's surprising. But yeah, where are you guys gonna go first? Have you went out in it yet?
No. First, probably just a little thing
just a
around
little local run.
Yeah.
You could go to
give it a good test run.
Yeah,
but we've left it popped up, and in the last few days it's been raining.
Yeah.
And it seems to be holding up good in the rain too.
Nice.
So
yeah, right. That's cool.
1976.
You got a good test.
I did crack one fucking piece off, and it pissed me off. And it leaked a little bit there.
Yeah.
And there's one windowsill that's a little leaky.
Yeah.
But no big deal.
That ain't bad.
No,
yeah,
it's
that
not bad
bad
at all.
It's
a little caulk and a little.
Is old.
Yeah,
when you said that, I didn't really think about how old that is.
1976. It's 2021. Crazy. You know what in 2021 is? You have to support and encourage everything because And if you say anything bad, you might as well go to fucking prison.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Blows. I'm tired of it. I can't do it anymore. I can't fucking, like, pretend like I give a shit about, like, whatever the fuck problems people have in their life. Clint talks for the next 25 minutes about how he hates fat people, and then go back get into the anyway. Yeah.
Okay, definitely not. Wasn't the topic of choice.
The only reason I brought that up though is I feel like it's because you were bringing up something about everybody's a victim, and it's just that was on my mind.
That's a new thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't want to bring up all the recent stuff, but
yeah,
that is, I mean, it's definitely part of it, and it's always on my mind too because that's part of my business.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
And so you
have to walk that fine line between like being able to give people positive advice but also be critical and not hurt anybody's feelings or anything.
Well, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
I try to set up myself as looking super real, and I am. Like, I like to have a good time, but when it comes time to be professional and real, like if you got to lose 30 pounds, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. And
if you slip, it's not going to happen. Or I shouldn't say if you slip once, it's not going to happen. But if you like slip backwards and just stay there, like, this is so hard, I don't want to do it because it's hard and I want things to be easy. And like, no. You are going to do this because you said you're going to do it, and you can do it because other people have done it. Yeah.
Yeah. And you got to keep that momentum.
Yeah. So anyway, it's really good though, because I'm actually having a pretty good day because I've had, I talked to, I don't know, a few of my clients, and every one of them they're making significant moves. One's down 5 pounds, one's down 10 pounds, one's down 20 pounds.
Nice, dude.
Other gal's down, who doesn't have that much to lose, but she wants to. She's down, I think, 5 pounds from when she started, and she has another 6 to go to like reach her happy goal.
Sweet.
Which is totally doable. And she did it so quick, like in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
She's still got another 10 weeks. I'm like, you're going to crush it.
Yeah, no problem. Nice, dude.
And another girl is not necessarily losing weight, but she's losing inches, which is just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
So
how does that work? Like, are you keeping muscle then?
Yeah, so you're maintaining your muscle mass. You may even be increasing your muscle mass. You may be losing inflammation. So a lot of times fat is just inflammation.
Interesting.
And so the actual cells shrink.
Wow. Okay. So it's just like thick.
They shrink and then they burn away. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool, dude. So it's not actually there's less fat cells. Sometimes they just are inflamed and they just get smaller. Yeah. I
mean, a lot of the things that we eat in real life is very inflammatory.
Yeah.
And ibuprofen doesn't solve that. You gotta have anti-inflammation kind of food or anti-inflammation diet or whatever. We're not gonna go deep into the science here.
What's an example of an anti-inflammation food?
A specific food, any vegetable.
Yeah, any vegetable.
Pretty much any vegetable. We don't put everything out there, but like
carrots.
Yeah, actually.
Cool. I like carrots.
Yeah, carrots. Lemons.
Yeah. Nice.
What's not? A better question is what's not an anti-inflammation? Sugar.
Yeah.
Shit's fucking
inflame the
poison.
fuck out of you.
Yeah, of course it is. It's poison.
Yeah. Yep. It's tough. What about sausages? Sausages are probably okay, right? Not so good.
No, yeah, it's probably all right.
Yeah, in the middle.
It's got some animal fat, which isn't the healthiest for us, but it's also not bad for us.
Yeah.
Just have to. You got to find the right balance. You can just like whatever. It's all right. It's all about balance.
Balance. Everybody's body's a little different.
Everybody's body's different. Yeah. Everybody's body's different. Everybody different. Ooh, there's a song right there.
Everybody's body's different. Body different. Body. Everybody's body's different.
Everybody's butt.
Everybody's butt is bodied up. Fucking no, dude. Fucking started off talking about the Sneedle snakes. Yeah, well, that's cool, dude. That all your clients are reaching their goals. It's got to feel good. Like,
it's definitely a good feeling.
Yeah,
for me, selfishly, it's a good feeling for me.
Well, it's selfishly made, but it's like it's your job too. So it's like it's more just like validating your work.
Yes, that's definitely part of it.
Yeah.
But there's, I got into it because I like to help people.
Yeah.
When I first started doing it, I didn't know what the fuck I was going to get into.
Yeah.
What realm I was going to do muscle building? Was I going to do strength building? Was I going to do mental health, which is a big part of it? And I still have a very big passion for that. But yeah, I selfishly got into it because I'd like to help people. When I help other people do something that they wanted to do, truthfully, that's like what fueled my culinary experience too. When I became a chef, is because I liked helping people. I liked making people feel good.
Yeah.
And I could do that with food.
Yeah.
And then I realized I hate cooking. It's very stressful. So I became a bartender, and I could provide the experience without making the food. I could provide the experience the person has, and make them happy that way.
Yeah.
And then now here we are today doing this, and it's just fills
How
my
would you
bucket.
describe exactly what you do then? Like you're talking about muscle. Should I do muscle building? Should I do this? What did you kind of like choose? Like
everything just kind of fell. I didn't choose anything. It all came to me.
Yeah.
It just happened.
But
it chose me.
But I mean, like, what kind of route do you feel like you're in, though, as far as
right now it'd be mental health and weight loss, but they're very tied together.
Yeah, okay.
Very tied together.
Yeah, cool.
But it's not for people who are like you were saying earlier. It's not okay for people. It's not for people who are like, it's okay to be fat. Like those are the naysayers. Those are the naysayers, because we don't want it to be okay to be fat. What we want is to feel good about our bodies and to feel, happy with who we are.
Yeah.
And those people who are out there saying like, it's okay to be fat, it's okay to be 300 pounds, those people are spurring a very unhealthy movement.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, well, if that's what you're okay with, and if you don't have a problem with that, and that's how you feel good and want to live your life, then sure, whatever, dude. Like, have some extra pounds. But yeah, it should be like, it should be encouraged to be as fit as you can be.
Yeah, or
as
even
healthy
just
as you want to be.
Yeah, as healthy as you can be comfortably.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We should all have a little bit.
Yeah, as healthy as you can be comfortably that fits in with your life.
Of a healthy world. It's not.
It just should be encouraged. Like
that is what should be encouraged for sure, but in a healthy way. And I think that's where the body positivity started.
Right.
That's my theory, and it went a little overboard.
Yeah.
Like, you fat.
Well, that's where it started.
Which is true, but also, could you be more beautiful? How do we get there?
Yeah.
Could you feel more beautiful in your own eyes?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah. What about you? What you up to?
I put in a dock today.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, out in Little Glen. It was good, dude.
Was it warm?
I actually wasn't too bad. I had waders on. Put some waders on, and old dude friend of ours lives out there, and he's a super cool guy, so I hung out with him a little bit. And
does he know about this needle people?
Nah, he doesn't, I don't think. He might, though. He fucking is like a master sailor guy. Like, he would sail in the winters, not so much anymore, but in the winters they'd sail like down to Cuba and around fucking.
Holy shit!
Telling me.
What's his name?
Shit. His name's Brendan.
I thought you were going to tell me it was Jim, because I know a guy named Jim who works with Olympic athletes in terms of sailing. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Wild, like how like Olympic athletes, and he sails with them, or how does that work?
That was in a previous life. Now he works in. I think he's still a consultant of sorts.
But does he take the athletes out on a sailboat, or like what?
Now he does that with high school, middle school students.
But so with the Olympic, or with the students, or with the Olympic athletes, like, so he takes them out on a sailboat and like teaches them to sail and like teamwork and stuff.
Yeah, I think so. And there's a lot of athleticism that goes along with it. I don't know that much about it, but I'm talking about not like a funsy sailboat. I'm sure there's like competitive sailing. Race boats.
Yeah, like racing.
Right.
That's cool, dude. Yeah, sailing seems pretty fun. Pretty complex. For me anyway.
Yeah, I did it once.
Yeah,
and I had to like pull on some ropes and wind them and stuff, and
wind them, tie them.
But then I don't know. Do you steer a boat? Then I was steering.
Yeah, you like move the jib.
And
around.
I was the captain.
You're the captain of your boat.
Captain.
It's a beautiful feeling.
I am the captain.
You're the captain of
am the captain.
Your boat built with your ancestors' bones.
Yeah. That's still weird.
I don't know. For some reason that I'm into bones. I'm into bones today. Bones of ancestors. Isn't that an interesting thing though? Like, wouldn't if you had all your ancestors' bones, and like you made machines out of them, and then whoever had the like longest ancestry had all these machines. I don't know. I guess who would keep the bones?
Fuck, dude?
Who would get to keep which bones? I don't know, dude. Whatever.
But like dynasties built on ancestors.
Yeah, like literally on pieces of them. It's just somehow it interests me. Maybe it'd be a good like video game or something.
I don't know about that. It's a little weird.
Makes good video games. What's on your list? Tell me what's on your list.
These are just things. These are just things.
All right.
Well, no, okay. So these are things we've talked about.
Yeah.
So we've talked about anthropology.
That's right.
We've talked about the leprechaun magic and the leprechaun words.
Yeah, that's right.
Fairy tales like Peter Pan. And that might be it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Criticism. And I also made a time mark for the thing that you want to eliminate.
That's good. That's a good idea because then on the description we can have.
That's what I was thinking.
All the topics that we go over.
Yeah,
because if I read that description, I'm like, I'm listening to this shit. This sounds great. Yeah,
exactly.
That sounds great. I'll listen to myself.
Anthropology.
Yeah.
Fairy tales and.
Yeah, those are all good topics. Those are topics we can all return to in the future, too.
Yeah, always, every day.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot.
So what about, who are we trying to reach with this podcast? Just anybody and
everybody? It's a good point. You know, there's tons of podcasts out there, obviously.
Tons of them.
We both have our own professional worlds where it could be like, could be helpful for that kind of thing. I feel like you're probably in the same boat as me where it's like certain people that I work with would be really interested in this. However, like other people that I work with, I wouldn't be like, yeah, listen to this. This is a great example of like what I myself or how I want to be presented or whatever. Like, so so there's that.
This might be a separate role.
Yeah, I feel like that. Like it's kind of a separate thing. But I feel like there's a little local element to it. So like, I feel like we'd like some local people to be like, oh, there's this podcast where these guys from here talk about shit around here. Like I feel like that's kind of a vein where that would be good. But also people, I want to listen to it.
The TC assholes.
Well. I don't know.
Then you could have anybody in here.
Oh, that would be the name of it. Yeah, sure.
The tasty asshole.
But I don't want it to. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
You don't want it to what?
I don't want it to just be some local thing. Like, so that's what comes to mind first. But who else I would like to listen to it? People that are interested in like bettering themselves and also maybe have some kind of jobs like ours where they kind of run their own business, and whether it's a probably slightly creative thing and just kind of like freelance work, stuff like that. I think people into that would kind of be interested in hearing it because we talk quite a bit about stuff like that and how we've kind of found success or like working on our businesses.
Yeah, we could definitely dive into that shit.
Yeah, that could go deep. But I mean, and then generally just kind of like entertain people who want entertainment and kind of some goofiness, you know?
Well, dude, starting off this podcast like that, I was like, this is going to hook fucking anybody.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The Sneedle people and the Smurfs.
Yeah. So we could do that. We should do more silly shit like that. And I can do that shit all day. No problems there, as long as I can remember the names of the strange creatures. But yeah, that shit's fun. And then also, you know, I don't. But who do you think? I don't.
No. I think that's
agree.
That's awesome. Yeah, so we have at least we have a kind of a guidance system, so to speak. But yeah, then we, like you said, just talk about some of the things that we did maybe this week that made it. That, you know, a step that we both took that made, you know, business a little bit better.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I called up one of my buddies today to try. I really want to get some dudes together in a room and like play music like a band.
Wow.
So I'm trying to.
You were talking about that
trying to do
before.
that,
Would
yeah.
you looking into that some house with acoustics?
Yeah,
Stuff?
I would. Yep, We're looking into like recording over at that house. Yeah, we'll see how far forward some of these things go, dude. Everybody's.
Is it because it's hard
flake.
to? Yeah.
Like
You gotta find people who are consistent.
Yeah, well, and that's it's tough. There's certain people in my life that I think can be pretty consistent, but also I don't know if like it's kind of a lot of effort to work with. So, and I just don't see a lot of results, but that could just be me expecting too much too soon too. And then on the other end of that, it's just hard to fucking get people committed, at all. So I do have someone that's committed, but it's tough because I don't know fucking if it's bullshit or if it's gonna be a lot of effort putting into something, and then it's gonna be not worth it. Because like the thing is, I can do this shit in here in my room, and it's not gonna be I'd like to work with other people because other people have better skills and stuff, but if I do it in my room, I can do it whenever the fuck I want all the time and just like go back to it easily. I do have a problem with like finishing things or like what to do with it, like what to do with the songs I'm writing, or like what really the final plan is once the song's done. So then sometimes I'll just be like, this doesn't fucking sound as good as I want it to, and then what am I even doing with it? Let me just go start recording a new song that's more exciting and that I like better because it's new. But then I just do the same thing with that one, and it's like, well, I have to like figure out, I have to like fucking have a whole plan. And that's what's especially nice with someone else, is it's like, well, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to do like 4 songs. We're going to do them recorded like this. We're going to do this, this, and this.
I see.
That's helpful. But then that's a lot of work doing that with somebody
else. That's kind of
else.
like a producer, right? Or somebody who's like, who knows
exactly.
how to produce.
Yeah, exactly. Which is helpful and good, but then those people have their own issues too. And it can end up being a lot of time that is not exactly the most fun. But that's okay. It's work. I'm okay with working and putting, but it's easiest to work by yourself, because at least then you don't have to explain shit to people or like constantly go over what the vision is. That being said, that's kind of nice that's good, important to do too.
Agreed. But
yeah,
if you find the right people who share a similar vision as you, it's good to be able to delegate on those other things so that the vision comes. It happens. It can start to develop.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm trying to figure out the best ways to utilize the people in my life to do these things, because I find myself in a position where I need to also like lead people and tell people kind of what to do and have a solid plan, but also I gotta be the creative force and everything too. So it's a lot, and it's sometimes I'm not the most assertive person.
Agreed.
You know,
it's funny because I'm the same way.
Yeah,
in my own thing, and I constantly find other things to do.
Yeah,
I'm distracting myself from the things that need to be done. So I need to find somebody to give me a kick in the ass.
Yeah, right. It's important and it's super beneficial, but also sometimes it's honestly, it's hard to find time to do anything, and time, but also my energy to like to work with other people can kind of like diminish pretty quickly sometimes. And if working by myself on music, I can kind of go indefinitely. But sometimes working with other people, it's like, you got a few hours and you fit it in a couple times a week or whatever.
Right.
But it feels like it's moving slow, man. It's fucking, I don't know. when I'm.
Is it now because there's 2 schedules you have to line up?
Yeah,
Or
2 schedules.
multiple.
Yeah, and
So how do you make this easier for yourself? For both parties, even. How do you make it more convenient?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. Like a band would be nice because then we could all be in the room, producer, band members, and everybody could have kind of more of a specific job, and things could happen a little quicker, and we could create sounds in the room as opposed to being like kind of creating them in the room with a whole band, as opposed to being like playing them with an acoustic guitar and a bass or something, and then being like, okay, this is what this will sound like.
Right.
But instead being
Lining
like
it
in
up.
a room and being like, this is what it does sound like, and then let's adjust based on that, and then move from there. And plus, it's fucking fun to work with a band, and it's fun. I like that situation but it's tough because fucking everybody's busy, bro.
And they all have. Have you ever run into the situation where everybody has their own opinions, or is like? I feel like most music people are pretty open-minded, right?
Yeah, I kind of pride myself like in those situations. I'm super open-minded, especially in a band situation where we can play it and play the part the one way and play it the other way and hear it and then be like, all right, I can see what you're saying, I like that way, or vice versa. It's tougher when it's 2 people and you're talking about something and it's like maybe, but we're not actually hearing what it sounds like in the end, so we're just kind of talking we're just talking like maybes right now, or
right.
you know, so that's kind of where I'm at, I guess. It's confusing. It's confusing to me too. At the end of the day, it's just like, well, how would I just fucking set up the mics, play acoustic guitar and sing, and just be like, there we go, whatever.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm off to see the Sneedle people.
Yeah, now to see the Sneedle people do other things. Yeah, it'd be great if I had somebody in my life that was more like all about just recording me and all about that shit. Right now, kind of the people I'm working with are more of like a songwriting team kind of a thing, or more of like a I don't know, dude, I just want a bitch to do all my bitch work basically, but somebody that likes that stuff, the recording stuff, and like that wants to get out the mics fucking every time, and then we'll take that shit home and like edit it on their own and like listen to it and be like, hey dude, I came up with this crazy idea, we're gonna run your vocal through this and this, and then I'm like, okay, and then we try it and it's like fucking sweet, and then it's like, oh dude, that's awesome. And then somebody who like knows and is going to spend as much time as I spend writing songs and lyrics and fucking working that shit out, as much time as I spend with that, I want somebody who spends that much time figuring out fucking
how to make it sound
amazing recorded, you know. I haven't quite found that yet, but I might be asking for a little too much maybe. I don't know, you know. Yeah.
I don't know, man. You got to spend some time in some music places.
I know. That's the thing. I'm up here, and it's like
there is
small town shit.
A guy who does that. I can't remember his name right now, but if you hang out at an acoustic tap room, you'll fucking see him.
Yeah.
And it's just, he likes to do.
There's people around, dude. Travers is like flush with very talented people that are into all kinds of different.
You should, you know what? You should hook up with Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, I know Jimmy.
You should hook up with him. I feel like you guys have the similar kind of vibe.
Yeah, I've talked to him a few times before.
He knows how to record too. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he knows how to record. Everybody kind of knows how to record, but I want somebody who like
knows how to record.
Yeah. And a lot of those dudes who are my age are all fucking pros. I mean, they're not gonna fucking waste time with me. I mean, not because it'd be a waste of time, but it's like you gotta make money. You gotta. Like, what I'm talking about either would be like some 20-year-old kid could do it and be like, all right, I'll do this shit, and then I'll record you and I'll use that as my portfolio to get more stuff, and then hopefully I continue to rise at the same time, and then continue to work together.
Can you go to the WNMC?
Yeah, I could go to WNMC, and if I could put up a thing for like I don't know if they have like an audio kind of program.
I bet you can get hooked up there. There's the fucking radio guy comes to the acoustic tap room.
Yeah.
I could hook you up.
Yeah. Well, I've been a DJ there before and stuff.
You could hook yourself up.
I know, but it's like I got to find the recording engineer person. Yeah, and I mean, I've been working with Aaron. Aaron's cool. Aaron's dope, but I don't know.
Aaron who?
Walensky. He's pretty much my producer. We've been working on songs and trying to figure stuff out. But he has his visions, dude. He's a songwriter too, and he has his like visions of what he's interested in. And I don't think he wants to work on my fucking like country songs or whatever. You know, he wants to work on the shit which I like. I have some stuff that's more like that too, and that's cool, and we'll work on that. But I don't think it's gonna fill the vein of like some of the other stuff that I do too, you know. Yeah. So, anyways, lot of words. Thank you for letting me work that out loud. I don't know how far we got, but
business and music management.
Yeah, for sure.
Basically, I think what you need to do is kind of reflect on how can I make this easy for myself and somebody else.
Yeah. It might be an online collaboration, you know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Maybe you could get into like I don't know how often you use Facebook or Instagram. Maybe you could follow yourself into a group and find somebody who's into
for sure.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
Yeah. No,
people are fucking.
That's
out
definitely
there.
A possibility. Definitely, it's a possibility. There's so many for online. There's so many options for stuff like that, and I guess generally in life, dude, there's just like so many options. I get a little caught up in like picking a lane. And not thinking about like, oh fuck, I should have, if I was doing that other one, then I would. Then blah, blah, blah,
yeah. You sometimes you gotta just bite the bullet and
go with it.
And go. Yeah, man.
Yeah, just go with it.
And if it turns out it wasn't a good decision, then you pick another lane and go with that one.
Yeah, that's smart. What about you, man? You making strides? Fucking.
So coaching. Yeah. I was in Florida last week.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah. Fuck coaching. That sounds fun. I want to go to Florida.
Dude, you should go. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful time.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful time. It was great.
Summer's coming fast, dude. We're both so busy. Are you busier in the summer with your work, or is it pretty much the same?
I have clients who actually live south anywhere, and they come back in the summertime, so I get a little busier.
Yeah.
That being said, I am limiting my in-person coaching, and so I can focus more on the online coaching. So since it's happened to go back to that route, like things are happening. What I'm struggling with currently is keeping people in my funnel, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I've got this funnel, right? I need people to come into this funnel, and then down here is my like sales pitch, basically.
Okay.
And I'm struggling to continue my organic outreach.
Okay.
It just burns me out. It's tiring and it's lame.
Yeah. But you're not getting the same amount of people into your funnel.
Yeah. If I don't do it, I don't get any. Yeah, I get very few people.
Yeah.
Now that being said, I've dabbled into ads, and I accidentally locked myself out of all the ad platform.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Every good business person does that.
I hope so.
A few times.
I hope so. I need to file a petition.
So you just started the ad, or
no? I didn't get an ad out yet because I got myself locked. I got banned.
I've heard
basically.
good things, dude. I've heard that the ads can procure some business.
Yeah, me too. We'll see though. I think things are going to be going back to organic type of outreach on business pages.
Having your own like website, you mean? Or
no, like on Facebook business pages.
Oh, okay.
Websites.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah.
At least for right now.
So what do you mean? Like you think business pages are better than ads, or what do you mean exactly? I guess I'm confused.
I think eventually they will be, because ads are so saturated.
Oh, okay.
There's just like what you were saying, there's 1,000 different avenues to take.
Yeah. For
the same type of experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then, like, you want to make your business page like really pop. Yeah, sure. And that's smart.
You a business page. You have a business page.
I have a business page. I have like 4 of them, dude, because I keep making up new names for myself. You want to hear all the names of my business pages? I have Clint Wiener, I have my Facebook page, then I have Clint Wiener music page, and then I have Clinton Lake, which was a name for a while.
Yes.
Then I also have Justice Thunderbird.
Nice. I like that one.
That's a good one. I know, right? I'm waiting for the right. See, if I had a band or something, that I feel like that'd be a dope band name for. Anyways,
Thunder Cougar Falcon.
Thunder. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Bird.
Also, Crescent Fresh is another band name that I have.
Crescent what?
Crescent Fresh. It's from. You ever see the show Syphil and Ollie? No.
Sounds like syphilis.
Yeah, it was a sock puppet show
Yeah.
on MTV.
Were they good?
It's amazing, dude. It's the best show in the world. Yeah, it's like one of my favorite shows. There's just two sock puppets, and it's just really funny. They sing of songs. I mean, what you'll see it and you'll understand why I like it. It's very like up my alley as far as sense of humor goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you a Syphil and Ollie link. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of the Facebook business pages. I also have my own website too, clintwiener.com, which needs to be updated very desperately. I also locked myself out of that for a while, so I had to.
It's easy to do. Technology
Totally easy to do, dude. Basically every time I fucking log into anything, I have to get a new password reset. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I recently had that fraudulent activity happen, and I had to go back through and reset all my passwords,
Dude.
which is fucking crazy.
It's getting to be too much, man.
Took me
Like
days.
It's a whole job in itself, like just internet management.
Days.
Yeah, I can't even think about it, dude. It makes me sad. We're wasting so much time
On the internet.
doing this shit. And it's like, just
Yeah,
give me
but give me what? Go what?
my plan book back. I was gonna say, give me back my plan book and my Rolodex.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
You know,
seriously,
the old,
because
like, just open it up. Yeah, pull your number out.
but truthfully, we have everything at the tips of our fucking fingertips,
Yeah.
and everything happens in nanoseconds. We can figure it all out in nanoseconds. It's just seconds.
Yeah,
And everybody's like, oh, like kids complain about their phone being too slow or their laptop being too slow. It's like, dude, you had to wait 2 seconds for that screen to load.
yeah.
What? That's
It's crazy.
And they're like,
how-
it's too slow.
Yeah. It's crazy how our brains are kind of built to go fast like that, or like we have that ability, even though we kind of live in this slow world.
I think we've been conditioned
To do fast?
to think fast.
To think fast. Could
Go
be.
hard.
Well,
Go,
do you think
go.
it's conditioning? I
Find
feel
your
like there's
immediate
something-
satisfaction.
What brings up, this might be a different kind of thing, but I've been watching this F1 racing show on Netflix, and it's all about fucking like open wheel, like IndyCar racing in Europe. You know, F1. It's fun.
Yeah.
And it's
been
like
to the
they
Indy
go
500.
so fast, and it just amazed me. It's like the humans never have only started recently going
Right.
these speeds, but somehow like our brains like can work that fast. And it's wild to me that we have that ability, even though hasn't really evolved. Like it's not like we had cars fucking, more than 100 years ago. So we just had it kind of in our head, this ability to like drive and go super fast, and certain people are better than others. But it's just interesting. That F1 show is pretty sweet, dude. I feel like it's like the human society's coolest thing we've made. Like we race these super 200-mile-per-hour cars.
Do you feel that just
in these
because you're
beautiful
into it right now?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hate cars, but
You know what's crazy?
but I find it interesting that we can drive them though.
What's interesting is randomly, as you're getting into this F1 racing, when Marianne and I were in Florida, the F1 Grand Prix was there. In the city that we were in. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We missed it by like a few hours.
Nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Well, was it F1 or was it F2?
It was the Grand Prix.
Really, dude? Nuts. Was it?
They do it in the city, like they just block off.
They
blocks
block
and
off.
just
That's what's so cool about it too. They got all these like beautiful places and fucking race. That's awesome. It seems like it
was the
would have
kickoff,
been like
yeah.
really expensive, like to stay there during that Grand Prix
No,
week.
we really lucked out with the place we stayed. It was pretty nice
Nice, dude.
and like affordable. And I think Marianne screwed up, but she said it had like a 5-night minimum, and we were only staying for 4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We paid for an extra day, but it was totally
Oh.
worth it. It was by far, it was very
Yeah.
worth it. Very worth it.
So did you like notice cars around and stuff, or
No.
Yeah,
No.
so it wasn't.
We drank too much on the first day, so I
Sure.
didn't really have my eyes peeled. We went for a bike ride. We went to the first restaurant we saw, and we sat down and we drank a bottle of wine, and then we walked to another place, which happened to be 4 places, so we got a drink at each place, and then we did something else, and then some guy just kept buying me drinks, and I was drunk.
That sounds fun. Tell the people where at home where you were at in Florida.
St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Do you often talk to old dudes at bars?
Oh yeah.
Me too, man. They always want to talk to me.
Yeah, and this guy's name was Theon.
Yeah.
So if ever you happen to be listening to this, I appreciate you, sir. I don't remember names well, and I remember you even in my drunken stupor.
That
He had a
weird.
beautiful smile too.
Yeah.
I was like captivated by his smile.
Theon. That's an interesting name too. I
Yeah.
think he was. What is he? How old was he? Tell me more about Theon.
He was probably, if I had to guess, he was either really healthy in late 40s.
Yeah.
Truthfully, he's just really healthy looking. He might have been 60, and he looked really healthy.
Probably older, and if he's Were you gonna say like maybe he was like our age, but
No, he was
harsh.
definitely older.
Yeah.
But he was really just healthy looking.
healthy Theon.
Yeah.
I love him. Grand Prix. Fuck. I gotta go on vacation. And get out of here. We should have already went on a fucking vacation.
Well, then you're due.
I know. Well, I think it's too late now.
For what?
Too many things to do now. I don't know. We could probably go
It's
on
only
vacation.
too many things to do if you keep finding things to do. But if
That's
you
what
if
I
you
say.
automatically
This one
don't
over
find
here,
anything
dude.
to do,
Dude, I'm the king of not finding things to do.
Me too.
This one over here is always like endless, always coming up with
Dude.
new ways to
You wanna-
fill time.
we can talk about that if you'd like, because I'm pretty sure on the other end of it, my end of it,
Yeah.
there is no downtime. It
No.
literally does not exist.
What is with that? Why is that way?
I don't know. It actually kind of drives me nuts because sometimes she's like sometimes I just want to sit down and relax and it just be like her and I,
Yeah.
or like go out and it just be her and I. And if I'm busy and she doesn't have anything to do, she'll find someone or something to do,
Yeah. Yeah.
or hang out with.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, Leon's is always working or a project or going out with people or like if there's, or even if I'm like just sitting around hanging out. So what are you doing? What are you doing tonight? And it's like, I don't know. And the thing is, I will do things and get shit done, but it's just like I can't. A lot of times I'll get the most shit done when I'm just kind of like not thinking about it. Well, I don't know if I am thinking about it, but I'm in my head, just kind of walking around the house and then it's like, oh, I do, and then I do one thing, and then while I'm doing that, I think, and then it's, but if I'm asked what I'm doing, or if anyone's like, what's the plan, or like then it's like, my brain goes into like, what is the plan? I don't know. I guess not.
Same,
and then I get
man.
nothing done.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's tough. But
It's ridiculous, is what it is.
yeah.
We should live more like you and I live. Everybody should live more like you and I live. Just go with the flow and get stuff done.
Yeah.
You don't have to fucking make yourself
I
do
trust
stuff
my
all
brain.
the
My
time.
brain tells me, it's like, oh, do this. Like, do this.
Oh,
like
the dishes
brain
are
knows.
dirty. Go do the dishes.
Yeah, the brain knows.
There's hair everywhere.
And the
Vacuum.
thing is, there's always something to do. So like your brain, I just trust my brain to prioritize it, and then I follow what my brain wants. Like, and I don't know what I'm doing, but like the brain's doing it, and I'm getting stuff done. But it's not like, it's not like I make a list and then pick out the things, and then sometimes I do. Sometimes when it's like all right, these things I've been avoiding, I got to get this shit done before I move on. But most of the time, man, it just all kind of gets done, and I just kind of go like ADD it like, and just spend fucking 15 minutes here, 5 minutes there, an hour there, and just tornado around until everything's like, you know,
done. I know. Finished. Honestly, it's like I shouldn't say it's the most productive when I'm like, just like I was like, oh, I need to do this and then this. But if I have a list of things I need to do, it's like those. It feels like to me those are the days I don't get anything done.
Yeah, yeah.
However,
sometimes
there are days where I'm like, I can rock out a to-do list.
Sometimes you got to make a list.
Yeah.
Sometimes what I like to do is do things and then make the list as I do the things and then just cross it off instantly. Like I did the thing and then I make a list and then at the end of the day it's like, see, look at the things I did.
That's
did
true.
All these
that
things,
is so true, man.
You know?
That's really powerful. Actually.
Yeah.
It's really powerful.
It is, yeah. That's when I started doing the music thing, like fucking full time or whatever. I would do that because people would always ask me like, "What are you doing?" Like, and it would be like, "What are you doing today?" And I'd be like, "I'm working. Like, I have to work and do stuff." And then it'd be like, "Well, what does that mean?" And I'd all like, fucking like. You know, my mom or somebody would be like, "Oh, you come do this."
Or you can take the day off.
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
right?
and it's like, no, I'm working, and I really had to like write down what I did and like to really validate like all the things that need to be done. Because when I don't do them, it's obvious, and I play like shit, and then I'm not having fun and not creative. So, but when I do them, then it's better. But you gotta fucking do them. But it's hard to explain what that is to people.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Yeah,
I know the online things that I have to do is very time consuming. But when people at the end of every single day, Marianne's like, "What'd you get done today?" I'm like, scratch my head. I'm like,
no clue.
I don't think I did anything. But I did a lot of shit.
Sure.
Like when I look back, I'm like, God, I was like nothing. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I did nothing.
That's what it feels like, man. I think like my dad really likes doing like projects at the house and stuff. Like right now he's redoing the kitchen, and I think that's probably why, is to have that satisfaction of like, see, I did this. Like here it is, the thing I did to like build something, or you know,
here it is.
Yeah, it exists. Do you want another one of these, or
what do you think?
I don't know. We could probably call it good if you want to just call it good. Yeah,
I mean, we're probably an hour and a half in.
Yeah, let's see. We've had all the conversations.
All of them. We had a lot of good topics in here. Yeah, we're an hour and 10.
Yeah, hour 10.
I think that's probably pretty good.
Solid. All right, cool.
Okay, outro.
The Sneedle Snake people, they roam up the Heather and the Heather of Cleveland Town.
Cleveland Town.
The Heather of the Cleveland walks down the hill, and he sees the pineapples, and they floating so still in
Cleveland Town. Cleveland Town. All right, another excellent episode. Have a good day, everybody.
Toodaloo.